money is not your money. His money is my money. Your one is not your money.
How?
It's my money.
But he's your boyfriend.
And so...
But his money is not your money.
It's my money. It very much is.
Watch this. You see the difference here. See the problem we have. See, we have one person that's on the 50-50 and one person that's not on it. And respectfully, you know, but you're allowed to have that. But what do we see as men?
It's hard out here. And you talking about, oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you. Because I understand that it is hard out here. But we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman. And while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say, I'm working for $15. Now you can say, I got employees that I'm paying that's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you. But men get so caught in their emotions and their pride. And the first thing you want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man. This coming from a rich man. But this is coming from a rich man.
How did I get here?
Poor men don't listen. Their pride, their ego stands in the way. The man is literally telling him, I was in your position. I've been there and now I've done this. And he's still talking. He doesn't want to listen because poverty is it's actually not funny. But broke men are mean.
Do you believe a man is less of a man if he's content with going 50-50? It's not going to be me that you're going to do the money stuff with. That's I ain't got no money. I'm broke. That's the end of it. Thank you.
Well, for me personally, yes. I feel like men should not be going 50-50 with women. I feel like women are the ones that should be looking after the children, doing the household chores, just soft life, you know, driving a Range Rover, just picking up the kids from school, nothing too crazy. The men go and work, come back to the house, make the money. As long as the house is clean and making the food for everyone in the family, that's basically a job in itself. So I don't think we should be doing 50-50.
What's Range Rover got to do with being house help? Excuse me? Jade, don't start your rubbish. I'm warning you. Don't start your rubbish.
Do you class that as traditional?
Yes.
That is traditional. But I think it differs on the woman, the type of woman.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Are you a traditional woman?
In what sense?
Are you a traditional woman? It's a very clear question.
Say so when it comes to certain things, yes.
No. Are you a traditional woman 100%? Because what you're talking about, the scenario you're talking about is traditional 100%. So I'm asking, are you traditional 100%?
Traditional women don't be driving Range Rovers.
No, hold on.
Yeah, I'm single right now, so I can do as I please. When I'm settled down with my husband, baby,
then you'll be a traditional wife.
It's me, my family, my kids.
So you're only traditional when you got a man?
Well,
That's what you
She's
just
funding
said.
her own lifestyle now, so she can do what she wants.
thank you.
What? I'll listen to her last lifestyle from her. I'll listen to it from her.
Okay, ask me.
So yeah. So what makes you a traditional woman?
My morals, my values.
And what are those?
Why are you doing that for?
Is it? What are you doing now? That's not what the question's about.
It actually is. It actually is. It actually is.
Richards, why are you doing that for? Why are you trying to put the girl on the spot for? She said her morals, how she is. Yeah, it's how she is. She doesn't have to break down her whole life. She knows how she is as a girlfriend. She knows what she'll bring to the table, what she's going to be like, how she's going to treat her king. So why are you trying to hot her up for? Don't do that.
I personally think, that 50-50 is a little bit too far, especially if you want to be respected as a man, We all have roles to play in the house, be you a husband or a wife, right? You can contribute something, but 50-50, the respect isn't going to be there because I'm working too hard. I'm working the same as you now. What's that? I'm a woman, but I will contribute. But 50-50, you've stretched
What
it.
percentage is like satisfactory for you?
So I think a satisfactory percentage, which I have been in myself, is 30 to 35%. It's enough for me to have a say in the house, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You respect my opinion because I'm paying too. But it's also enough for me to be like, I can't do this without you because your 65% is valued here.
So in my humble opinion, a woman should contribute something because it gives you a voice. However, the 50-50, we're stretching it. I reckon it's to the grounds or the ratio of 30-70. 30 for me, of course, 70 for the man.
When you provide the finances, you have a say. And when you don't provide finances, you don't have a say.
Correct, and I'll tell you why.
And Jade's okay with that, right?
I'll tell you why. It goes in different ways.
So the value the value of a relationship is based on
what you bring to the table, but don't little it down to just finances.
I don't agree with that.
It's not just about the rent. It's different
if
things.
you don't have the money, you're telling me I don't have a voice.
No.
It's a part of it.
Not over here.
The values that I understand from a housewife or whatever woman that you're talking about is their compassion, their understanding, their nurturing kind of nature.
It's a contributing factor, but it's not the only.
But those are the high parts of those values. If we don't respect those values and we only respect the money, how do you expect us as men to respect you?
Babe. How do you expect you?
Because we're not respecting you because you bring money. We're respecting you for something else.
Yes,
but what you said is that you can only have a say if you bring money. So that means that the ones that don't bring money but do all those other things are not to be respected.
It's different from men because men and women see it differently. However, the way women see it, money plays a big point because we need to feel comfortable. And the way men see it, it's like those emotional things, they play a big point. But if I'm also holding my own, doing the groceries each month, maybe paying the council tax each month, no matter what you say, subconsciously, seeds have been planted. And you know this is a good girl, she contributes. I'm not doing everything by myself.
But the money doesn't make you a good girl.
Yeah.
Does it?
It's part of it. It's a contributing factor.
I don't feel like money gives you a say in whether you can or can't do anything. Do you know what I mean? I feel like personally, there's all different types of girls out there and there's all different types of men out there. There are men out there who want to contribute 0 and there are women out there who will do 100 for that man who wants 0.
True.
There are people out there who will go 50-50 equal and some people will have that. There are women out there who don't want to do 50-50, who want to do a bit or who want to do 0. And there are men out there who do that. I think the problem starts when a man who doesn't want to do this 50-50 or wants to do 50-50 tries to force a woman who wants to do nothing to be with him. That's where it starts. Stop barking up a tree that's not yours. Do you know what I mean? There's a woman out there who wants you, who will go halves with you. But you don't want that. It's like you want to find someone who's
probably
up
butters.
there, not of your standard. It doesn't matter what she is. Do you know what I mean?
matters.
You don't know, but you don't have to go for her. If she's butters, why are you bothering with her in the first place?
Isn't the problem really based on the fact that we place so much emphasis on money?
It rules the world though. Without money, can we do anything?
Money determines whether you respect me as a man.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna make all the money and I'm gonna fuck all y'all up.
But that's what guys do. No, but that's what guys do.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think it makes him less of a man if he's paying 50%. It depends on the dynamic and your setup in a relationship. Who owns the house?
I'm shocked you're saying that, you know.
Why?
Like, you seem like the type that, like... the type that you want a guy to do it all, like, but I'm just...
Like a gold digger? No, I don't think so.
No, not gold digger.
What are you talking about? What type are you talking about? Hold on, man. What's the type? I need to know the type.
In an ideal world, it would be nice if a man took majority of the responsibility.
Oh, so you are one of those girls?
Well, yeah, in an ideal world, but I'm not selfish, and I'm not.
Can we establish what one of those girls means?
No, we don't need to. We don't need to.
Yeah, so what I mean by one of those girls is those selfish types, them soulless types, them the ones that they just don't care about no one but themselves, yeah? And they mask it by, I want a guy that's going to provide. No, you're just selfish and a gold digger, yeah? That's it.
I feel like in an ideal world, yes, but realistically speaking, it doesn't make him less of a man. He's still contributing something. 50% is something.
So sorry to cut you there. So in terms of finances aside, then what would you say defines a man?
How he treats you, his personal ambition, what he has planned for his future independently as an individual. What type of man is he? I think those are the things. Your mindset. I think those are the things that add to a man without the finance. Because a man's money is a man's money. I think ladies forget that that's not your money. That's his money, not your money.
We don't owe you shit. I don't owe you shit.
You don't owe your wife shit.
No, I don't.
It depends. If you're not married, he doesn't owe you anything. If you're just dating,
No, but I'm
he
just
doesn't owe you
thinking of like
anything.
girlfriend at this scenario, innit?
Girlfriend is different, but your wife, you owe her
You see, I think
Even your girlfriend, you owe a level of something.
a level of something, but you can say my money, I don't. Do you know what I mean? But your wife, it's what's mine is yours kind of thing.
I was just trying to listen, yeah, and because this really, sorry, bro, this was really a question for the ladies, right? Because it was really like 50-50. Obviously, I wanted to hear what the women were gonna say, and it just really comes down to this: majority of women don't really want to go 50-50, and when you go 50-50 with a woman, it tends to equal to 50-50 respect, and it shouldn't do, but for a lot of women, when they feel as if they're having to pay or contribute, it takes them out of their femininity, where they want to be. And this is what I'm speaking about. It doesn't make it okay. It just means for some women, once they're paying, it feels as if, well, if I'm paying, then necessarily, I may not necessarily listen to you as much as I would.
going 50-50 with women equals 50-50 respect. For most women, if they go 50-50 with you, equals 50% respect. You can't be expecting a woman to go 50-50 in the home and then she's gonna still be cooking and doing certain things. She's gonna say, no, if I've got to work, then you've got to cook.
We get the best version of a woman when we are providing. You put a woman in a feminine energy. Now, if a woman is matching you, you're putting her in a masculine energy. So it's about the energy side of things as well. It's not just the numbers. Do you know what I'm saying?
Women going to work makes them masculine. No.
I don't just think it's energy. It's not energy.
So
it's the dynamic of
when
your
you take care of
relationship.
kids and you have to do school run and you have to clean,
Women aren't kids.
well, when you're asking for a woman to be at home and they've got to do all that work, does that make them masculine? When you wash my drawer,
Listen, in the ideal scenario,
Providing for
Are
the
you-
household makes them masculine.
so then,
Puts them in the masculine energy.
they're working.
Yeah,
If,
no,
just because it's not a 9 to 5 work,
Because
they're still working.
And working hard.
They're masculine. So how are you going to keep them in their femininity?
no, because they're in a nurturing role being a mother. It's a feminine role, it's a nurturing role.
This is the thing.
So cleaning is nurturing. Cleaning my drawers is nurturing.
Yeah, but
Actually,
listen.
adds up. Like,
Cleaning my shoes is nurturing.
do you want to go
It's not
50-50 with your wife?
nurturing.
Cleaning the walls in the house is nurturing.
woman does more than
Dusting the sheets is nurturing.
No, come on, but a woman does more than that though.
I know, but that's a large part of it. You have to maintain the
You can't
home.
reduce a
But
wife
if a
role
single
to
father
cleaning.
does that make him feminine?
That's what
Very interesting.
Yes,
Because
I was
I'm
about to say that. Because I'm going to say, because
how are you going to keep women in feminine energy if they're working? Like, how does that make sense? Because cleaning the house is work. School run is work. Washing my drawers is work. So they're working. So that makes them masculine? Make it make sense.
When a woman has to start doing things outside of a role which will have her purely moving in a feminine role, as if motherly, nurturing, the things that automatically will come to her. I'm not saying a woman can't work. A woman should be, if she wants to work, let her go to work. It's not about stopping her not working. But if she doesn't want to work, yes, you should also try to give her the opportunity to not work. And if a woman carries your child for 9 months and brings it to term and changes her body for you, no, there's some things that as a man you should probably do. Like, that's what I believe anyway.
Your role should be to
I
have
agree
kids.
with what you're saying. You should be able to give your wife.
You can't manage in corporate society.
That's not what I said,
or
bro.
big places
That's
because
not what I
you
said.
turn masculine.
That's not what I said, bro.
What I'm trying to understand, what needs to be clear is what is masculine? What defines
Very
what,
interesting point. I like that
defines
one.
masculinity? Because is masculinity a woman building stuff in the house, maintenance work? Like, what is the masculinity?
Some women enjoy working. They like their 9 to 5. They are fighters in the field. Does that make them masculine?
Women provide regardless.
I think it does because it's not nurturing.
I understand. I don't think it makes them masculine. They like.
But we keep using words like nurturing and all that, but a man can nurture a child as well. We need to. It's necessary because how many times have we gone in?
What is masculinity? What is this masculinity energy we're talking about? What is this feminine energy we're talking about?
I feel like it depends on the man and the woman. However, I think, yeah, what I'm interpreting from what you said is that, okay, cool, I go to work, my husband goes to work, right? We both finish at similar times, but then as a woman, often your duty doesn't end at 5 when you leave the office. You then might come home, do bath, do bed, do that. You might take that on.
But that's what you've decided in your
Exactly.
relationship.
You might take that on and feel like that's fine, but because it's often not a 50-50 split, there also needs to be a time where like, okay, I feel like
unpaid labor.
I feel like this is worth it. So if I can do reduced hours and finish at 3 to have more time in the house and he's working later and he makes more, that's when you then feel like you're in your feminine energy.
Isn't that what's going to help you remain feminine? Because it's part of the nurturing, isn't it? After you finish your 9 to 5 of masculinity, you then come back and do the roles of a woman, which is to maintain your femininity.
Can I ask you a woman a question?
So you get the best of both worlds.
That's why she's saying the lack of respect comes in because she's doing practically everything. She's working and doing the work at home.
So what about as a father then? So what happens now? We both come home from work. I don't mind. I'm bathing my daughter or my son. I cook my woman dinner because she's had a long day. And all these things. So how does it make me feminine? You gotta eat, right?
I feel like that's the extension of the 50-50 that people aren't talking about. People talk about 50-50 finances and not the 50-50 housework. If you 50-50 the housework, then it's 50-50. But 50-50 bills,
a man shouldn't be
and
doing
then
no
your
housework.
wife's working out.
A man should be doing no housework. Why?
How does this 50-50 make him less of a man?
Exactly.
Because how can you expect to do all these things that women do and you want me to split the bills with you 50-50? No, it's not happening.
That person
I might as well do it all by myself.
Even though it says 50-50.
You might as well do it all by yourself, you said.
Yeah, you might as well.
Even though it says 50-50, for example, I could be the breadwinner of the relationship. What then?
100%
I'm the big
of
mama,
nothing
so
to
what
go
then?
50-50 with a
You
man.
know what I mean?
Then it means that you're allowed to now tell me that I'm the bitch and, you know.
Ladies, can I ask you a question? If you had the choice, and this is just for purely a choice. If you had the choice, you're dating someone, your husband, you got married, and he said to you, you can be a stay-at-home mother, you can be a stay-at-home wife. What would you choose? You can work, but you can be a stay-at-home wife and he'll provide for you. Would you still choose to go to work?
A lot of my self-value is attached to working, so I would work.
So you'll still work, yeah?
I'd be more creative, maybe do some creative things, see if it gets me money. But
things that fulfill me.
Women have always done stuff on the side, so you're allowed to do that. But I'm just saying, would you choose to wake up every day at 6 in the morning, 8, 9, whatever it is, and jump on the train, go into London?
6 is a stretch.
No, but I'm saying,
But you got to wake up at 6 to take the kids, right?
I don't wake up at 6.
No, I wouldn't.
For the kids.
No circumstances.
To get the breakfast ready and get my dinner ready.
I have
my
a child,
breakfast.
but I don't wake up at 6.
I'm saying if we was married, you'd be getting my breakfast ready though.
At 6 a.m.
Before I go to work.
Why
forget
6?
that. But I'm saying,
And she has work.
No, and she
forget
doesn't
about
have
the
work.
food, bro. I'm talking about the work. I'm trying to talk about, would you choose if you had the option? I just want to ask the ladies.
No,
I would work.
no.
You would want to work?
I would go to work.
You
I
wanna
don't see why. I would want to educate myself. I'd want to do something for myself. I want to do something.
Respect that. I respect that.
I'm shy. I would definitely stay at home.
What would you do?
Staying at home.
What would you do?
I believe Darrell would still want to work. She's a businesswoman, so, you know, she would just probably use her husband's money just to expand her business. Majesty, I'm not so sure. You would definitely be a stay-at-home housewife if White Zaddy made you into one.
It's different. It depends on the type of woman. Because there are women who like to be dominant and who like to spend more. And they're happy with, because there's people that are
Would you call them masculine?
There are people that are in marriages that do 50-50 already. So that is a very real thing. So it depends on the type of woman. So to say if a man is less than a man doing 50-50, probably majority of women would say yes, because they want everything done. But there are women who are happy to do 50-50 or even do more. There are some
100%.
women who thrive off being dominant.
You're happy to do 50-50?
So
You
it's
said
different.
I'd rather
I'm not unrealistic.
I like between the realm of 30
No, but I like
to
the honest.
35 for me.
No, it's not. That's no.
Because it being 50-50, it will never really truly ever be 50-50 ever.
No, but the 50-50.
But I'm fine with being 50-50.
What they mean by 50-50, it means that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
You do 50-50.
What's the problem with that?
His money is his money. My money is my money. Why do?
There's an example. There is an example of what I just said. There's an example.
If he decides to give me more,
50-50.
if he decides to give me just his money, women are not.
See a girl like that, yeah? A guy will do more for that girl. A guy will do more for that girl.
That's the myth that you've been fed, and you'll be left with what's it. You don't get anything. You don't get nothing. I'm telling you.
The truth is bitter. That's what they say. They say the truth is harsh.
I just think it's safer to say
necessarily.
I think it's safer to say to men, if you want to date, if you want to date as a man, you should probably get a few things in order, because for
100%.
women, not all women are the same, and for majority of women, in order for them to have their submission, their respect, trust your leadership, there's some things that you're going to have to give.
I think that's a myth, though. I think that's a myth, because there's loads of
Yes, why are you dating and you're broke? Focus on your studies and on your work. Why are you dating?
of rich guys, and the missus still cheats and still leaves and all of that. What happened to all that respect and submission? What happened? They go and sleep with a pool boy.
It doesn't matter, but that's besides the point, though.
Well, it is to her.
It's because it's not just about money. It's
about other
Hold on, we are on money, so this topic is money. But it's not just about money. What makes a high value man is a few different things. One second. To become a high value man, you need a few different things. It's not just money. If all you have is money and you're a dork, you're a rich dork. That's what it is. It's a few separate things that
gardener.
or a personal trainer.
Oh, them on his. No, they don't work.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Can't trust them, man.
Oh shit! What he cussed? We
have someone on the panel here who was a girlfriend getting an allowance. So boyfriend and girlfriend.
Allowance.
Guys that ain't got money, as soon as they get money, they start feeling themselves. They're like, oh, I can get this girl, I can get that girl. It happens.
Sounds like you don't got all the answers, but no one's married though.
You hear stories. I don't know why they're talking about marriage. I don't know why.
But nobody's married.
A lot of girls nowadays want a guy that's 100% and she ain't even 50 yet.
Let's talk about it.
I'm just saying.